What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati, and the podcast dad is having some internet issues, so he will be joining us momentarily. But it's 6:30. We got to get things started. It's SummerSlam week. We have a lot to talk about. We've got our new Coastal Empire Wrestling Tag Team Champions here also in the waiting room ready to join us. And we've got more questions than answers, so I don't want to waste any time here. But real quick, before we introduce our guests, as always, thank you so much for returning. Hit that QR code in the top left corner. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit those notification buttons. Every little bit helps. Our goal is 1,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year, and we need your help to do that. So if you know one person that would enjoy our show, please do us a favor and share it with them and let them see for themselves. And speak. Let's see. There he is. You're here. I see you. I hear you. Can you see and hear me?
No.
I can't tell if that's a sarcastic no or no. Okay, that's an actual no, but we'll let him figure that out. Anyway, hit that QR code. Help us to grow our channel by the end of the year. Make sure that you're also giving the Main Event Wrestling Network a follow at mainevent_net. We've got blogs. We've got fan art. We have amazing podcasters. The On the Mark podcast went live last night, a couple of days early, but we do get to hang out with them in person at SummerSlam this weekend. So definitely cannot wait to chop it up with them. If you need WWE merch ahead of SummerSlam, hit this QR code for our WWE shop affiliate. Every little bit helps. Everything that we earn gets reinvested into the world of professional wrestling. That is how we get to do all of the awesome sponsorships that you see us doing, such as the Battle for Sale Creek. SCI presenting this one September 7th. Cannot wait to check this out. We've got Aaron Wade, the sensei, taking on Mad Dog Connolly in a dog collar match. Cannot wait to see that. The card is slowly taking shape, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. Next up, it's my party. I'll cream if I want to. Intergender Bonanza number 20. Our friend Sammy Chaos taking on the Killdozer, Matt Tremont. Once again, sponsored by the Wrestling Junkies. And this is how we do these things. Support our merch store, support our WWE shop affiliate link. And that is all we have in the way of announcements right now. So I think that it is time to introduce our guests. We're kicking things off with two very special people who recently shook the foundations of Coastal Empire Wrestling. Please join me in welcoming the new CEW Tag Team Champions, Skyler and Simon Sermon. These two powerhouses stunned everybody at Fire Hazard, capturing the tag titles in a match that was originally advertised as Exotic Youth versus Probable Cause. It was my understanding that they were on a mission trip, but sounds like they came back a little bit earlier. So they'll be joining us to discuss this victory and what we can expect for their reign as champions. So without further ado, Daddy Simon, Chip Skyler in the house. Gentlemen, how are you?
Well, first off, it's the Chip Skyler, but thank you very much.
Staying corrected. The Chip Skyler, Daddy Simon. How are you, gentlemen?
I'm a bit annoyed. I've got dinner reservations at 7:30, so the sooner you can get through this, the better.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me break out my tiny violin for you.
That attitude's not going to get you a lot of honey, sweetheart.
I cannot believe he's talking to you like that, Daddy. That's insane.
Well, I got a honey bourbon lemonade right here, so I think I'm doing okay. But I think we got some things to talk about here, gentlemen. So let's just get right on into it. Big question on everybody's mind: how did you guys end up in this match of Fire Hazard, and what went through your minds once you realized you had won?
Well, honestly, Daddy had a great idea. I was like, we can literally just show up if we want. He's like, yeah, let's go. So we left our mission trip a little early, and the rest is history, literally.
So speaking of that mission trip, where exactly did you guys go? Mission trip?
None of that is any of your concern. That's all private. Skyler, Simon Industries business has nothing to do with you. Our association with Jake's Ministries has nothing to do with you. Any questions into financials, personals, anything like that, I'm just going to tell you straight up, it's none of your business.
Oh, excuse me. For our listeners who may not be as familiar with your backgrounds, tell us a little bit about how this team came to be. What makes you such a dominant force in Coastal Empire Wrestling?
You go ahead, Daddy. You're the boss.
Well, and that's just it. I am the boss. and that's what brought us to Coastal Empire Wrestling. I felt like that my boy Chip Skyler was being treated unfairly, and I looked around and I saw, how unfair the playing field was, and I feel like that my boy Chip deserves everything that he wants. So I made purchase of Coastal Empire. And now we're here to make changes and form it into a wrestling organization that people can be proud of in Savannah, Georgia. And might I say, that's probably without the Exotic Youth.
So let's talk a little bit about Exotic Youth here. This match.
Really, do we have to?
Why do we have to talk about them?
They're old news. Former champions.
This is about us, not Exotic Youth.
It is, but there are people that were willing to believe that you hijacked their tag team title opportunity here. I mean, they
hijacked. We beat them fair and square. What do you mean hijacked?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Sounds like spin to me.
I mean, clearly they're feeding you some bullshit that apparently is not the truth. So I don't know who you're listening to or who you got this information on, but we beat them fair and square for these tag team titles. I don't know.
Well, no one's disputing the fact that you're the champions. I'll give you your flowers for that right now. But again, I Exotic Youth, probable cause. That was the advertised match. You guys came in and pulled basically a 1993 WrestleMania 9 finish. We don't even say that man's name on our show, so it's going to surprise some people.
Well, it's probable cause they can't get the job done. You see, we've hired them to do their job. They've messed up over and over, and quite frankly, Daddy, I think you got to get rid of them. I'm tired of them, to be honest. But we have to get the job done ourselves, and that's what has to happen most of the time. But we can't just sit back and relax and enjoy our mission trip. We have to go out our way to fly back. I mean, with the plane tickets for what the first class were, like $2,000 each? I mean, it was insane, which it's not a penny in our wallets, of course, but it's frustrating. Quite frankly, it's frustrating. But, we got gold, so I guess it was kind of worth it.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see it. Welcome back, buddy.
I'm on the phone now. Hold on. We're
who the hell is this guy?
That would be the podcast, Dad. You show him some respect on our show, sir.
Podcast Dad. Why don't you turn your camera the other way so you actually match everyone else, okay?
Don't tell me how to run my show. How about that?
Well, it's a low-rent show, obviously. You can't even get onto your own.
I know. We had you guys on here.
Wow. Classy. Very classy.
I'm trying to get on my stream. The second you come on, my stream goes down.
Is everybody in this camera just in their daddy phase of life now? That's what it's seeming like.
He's on his phone, isn't he, Chip?
Yeah.
He's on his phone, isn't he?
You guys hacked my computer. Why would you do that?
The other day he had like a microphone, a whole set, which didn't work very well either. And now here we are with this guy.
Microphone's right here. Hold on. Are we still talking about Exotic Youth and how you guys?
We are still talking about Exotic Youth.
What are we doing?
No, we're not.
That's old news.
Is it old news? Because I think it's
Exotic Youth is old news. They're the past. We're the present.
Well, speaking of the present, your collective that also includes the former CEW World Champion Randall Reno, it's my understanding that there might have been a little bit of tension after this match here and a little bit of conflict because old Randall lost his championship. So how does it feel knowing that you guys, yes, you brought gold back to your collective, but that crown jewel is no longer in your hands? How does that feel?
Listen, every family has issues. Anybody that says that they have the perfect family, then I can show you a father that sneaks into his daughter's bedroom after everybody beds down at night.
This is a family show. Come on, man.
And I'm speaking in family terms. That's real American families right there. We're having our growing pains right now, and we're going to get those things worked out. That's how we do business. This is about business. Coastal Empire Wrestling is our business, and so we're going to do what we do best, and that's excel at our business.
How was Waffle House?
We didn't go to
Waffle House.
That's unfortunate.
What's Waffle House? What is that? I've heard that like 8 times now.
It's this trashy facility, Daddy. Like you would never catch us in there. Let me just.
Daddy seems like a Wawa guy to me.
The what?
The Wawa.
What's that?
They're only in Florida, Daddy. They're only where I'm at. Once again, would never catch ourselves in there. Just don't worry about it.
All right.
These guys are
That's
trolling.
not what I hear.
These guys are trolling.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. No, this is a professional outfit, okay? Come on, guys.
Okay.
I got upset because again, as soon as we go live, my stream goes down, and Chip was the only one on.
Not my problem.
I mean, I'll pay him. I'll give Chip his credit where his credit is due. I mean, that's a hell of a head of hair there. I'll give him that. I can't do that. That's not realistic. Yeah, and Simon yours is okay.
Everything.
I know.
He works on it.
Okay.
I do.
That's fair. Okay.
Hey,
I can respect a compliment. That's fine. Your hair looks good. Simon?
First of all, don't call me Simon. You either refer to me as Daddy, Mr. Daddy, or Boss Daddy. You understand me?
Yeah, Simon.
Because I'm also a daddy. So
listen, I don't want to have to teach any boys anything here today. All right, act like men, act like professionals. I've told you to refer to me in a certain way, and if you have any respect for me or you have any dignity for your show, you'll do as I ask you to do.
Can I say champion? Can I refer?
I didn't hear.
Champion?
Please.
I said Daddy, Mr. Daddy, or Boss Daddy.
Got it, Boss Champ.
Choice. All right, champ.
So what's next for Daddy Simon and the Chip Skyler?
Well, I'm guessing the next step is for me to buy this little podcast of yours. Certainly upgrade your equipment because it's necessary, and then fire the both of you.
Hey, all I hear is a payday in there, bud.
I like that.
Exotic That's all I hear. Going right now. Don't talk over me, child. Don't talk over me, child. If you want to know how that goes, if you want to know what happens when people take on myself and my boy Chip Skyler, ask Exotic Youth right now what that's like. Because last time I checked, when we bought the place, they owned all the belts. They had all the fame and fortune. They had everybody looking at them, and now everybody's looking at us because we're in charge now.
Best tag team in Georgia. What a joke.
Except there's 3 of them or 4 of them.
Yeah, like
whatever.
What?
Never heard of the Freebird rule, or?
I happen to have invented that rule here in Georgia. It's called the exotic rule, actually. You heard of the exotic ones? Yeah. No, because you're just not that old.
Excuse me for being.
No, he is old. Don't
How old do you think that I am?
Half my age, probably.
No, he's pretty old.
Okay, whatever. So, gentlemen, what is next for the CEW tag team division?
It's not just a tag team division. What are you slow? It's the entire show. We're going to reform the entire show in our image. It's going to be what Daddy wants and what Chip Skyler wants and what Donald Jakes wants to some degree. And right now we want him to have the Coastal Empire Championship. So it's going to be Reno as the champion. I automatically gave him a title shot. He's got another title shot coming. So
that was a great idea.
You know what? That belt's going to be right back in our grasp where we want it, so we can keep an eye on it. Only certain people need to have that belt. That CT Keys kid, never heard of him. I'm not impressed with him. Just another shiny black man, best I could tell. Here today, gone tomorrow. And at the end of the day, it's going to be, Chip Skyler, Simon Sermon Enterprises, Jake's Ministries. We're going to carry the day. We're going to have all the belts. We're going to get rid of Exotic Youth. And then when I'm done with that, I'm buying this crappy station and I'm getting rid of you guys.
Yes.
Man, someone that doesn't want to talk about Exotic Youth, you've talked about them a lot.
Like a lot.
A lot.
Are you high on your Ozempic there, Tubby?
That was good. Good one.
Yeah. Are you high on Ozempic? How dare you? Don't question me.
Hey,
don't ask me what I'm doing.
Out with some relevant references, please.
Listen, you got like maybe 10 more minutes to irritate me before I have to cut this off because I've got reservations at Marcel's, which I know you guys
enjoy your dinner. So anyway, Chip,
about that. You haven't bought the show yet.
Yeah, okay. No, it's I'm the one.
Did you guys kick him out? What just happened there?
Pay attention.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, it was a magic trick.
Yeah, the magic trick was you know better than to do that.
Oh no, apparently I don't. So
what is basically, why do you keep kicking? What is happening?
Well, they're not brave enough to do it permanently. I can tell you that.
Scaredy cat.
Have we talked about this prophecy? Have we talked about that yet?
We've not.
Let's talk about this prophecy. What needs to be fulfilled? You want to clue us in a little bit on what this plan is?
Other than getting your world title back.
That's
I think
Jake's
the
issue.
Prophecy's in full swing right now, boys. Look around. Wake up. Come off your Ozempic high there, Tubby. Wake up.
Chip said something different. Said that was somebody else's issue.
That's Jake's issue, okay? He's the one doing all that prophesying crap, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, we're just doing our jobs, and we are fulfilling his whatever prophecy, I guess. But clearly, we got the goal, so we're doing his works, his words, or whatever. And then Randy will get the belt next month, easy deal, and then we'll be done with this prophecy. Is that what you wanted to hear? Because it's pretty straightforward.
Oh no,
the prophecy is that we're winning and they're losing.
Yeah.
That's the prophecy.
Simple.
All right.
Just like your equipment.
Sounds like a little dissension in the group, but that's just me 1,000 yards away. I don't know.
I've already addressed that issue.
Oh my gosh.
Well, gentlemen, this has been an experience. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck next month at Legends of the Low Country. Sounds like you're going to need it.
Well,
Okay.
I appreciate, I'm sure, how happy you are to have spoken with us. Good luck on your tiny little podcast and maybe the 30 people who might watch it between now and the next 6 months.
Thank you. Can't wait.
That's awesome.
Why don't you get a new Seth Rollins shirt? That thing's been out for like 9 years now.
I'm aware of that. That's why I wore it.
I thought it was one of those Pokemans.
Probably.
That was a good one.
So original. So original. Gentlemen, it's been interesting.
It's been your pleasure.
Not so much. Tell
Just give me my
CTKs I said hi.
You got 24 hours to give me my check.
And if I don't?
In the mail.
What do you mean if you don't?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
All right, then I'll get my daddy to come down there and whip your ass.
No, whatever will I do?
We come up. We're in Ohio.
Yeah, north.
You don't know geography very well. That's good.
Daddy, get
Not
these
the
guys
South.
off my screen. I'm done.
Easy. Chip, take it easy.
Hey, guys. Wow, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was that was something.
I mean,
anyway.
they hacked my stream.
Sounds like it.
What is that?
Those are CEW's new tag team champions.
As soon as he gets into the stream or the waiting room, my stream goes down. What the hell's that?
Bullshit's what it is.
Yeah, and they were rude. And I'm sitting there watching. They were rude. I had to get on the phone. I apologize to everybody who's seeing this on the phone, but I had to get on because only one person is allowed to go after my co-host, and that's me.
I don't care. I don't need your protection.
I didn't say you needed protection. I'm here to defend you. I got you.
Well, I mean, I can appreciate people that are in their daddy phase of life. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time for him. Hey, what are we doing this weekend?
Buddy, we're going to SummerSlam. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
One more sleep, and it's Mr. Cincinnati. It's the podcast parents. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, one more sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the rules for our Airbnb today. We are not allowed to throw any parties. So.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Kyle, Vogus, where you at? Tuck, let's go.
No.
Hey, it's what, 7 people? That's technically a kickback, not a party.
Well, okay. So you explain that to the podcast mom.
I'm a lot. Come on. Don't act like I'm not charming, okay?
That's fine. You haven't met this one.
Fine.
You haven't met Traveling Podcast Mom.
That's fair. All right. Well, yes, SummerSlam this weekend, Cleveland, Ohio. We're seeing 2 AIW shows. We're seeing GCW. We're going to be hanging out with the rest of the Main Event Network, or at least some members of it, because Ian should be joining us, your son. But he's also emancipated himself from you, so I guess he just doesn't want to hang out.
I have no comment.
It's unfortunate. It really is. But anyway, SummerSlam is here. We have not done our official predictions. We will be breaking down half this card right now, the rest of it at 8:30 later tonight. So let's get right on into it. We've got Bayley taking on Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. This is Nia Jax's earned opportunity after winning Queen of the Ring. Your thoughts on this match?
I have enjoyed the builds of this match. I will be the first to admit when I'm wrong, and this Nia Jax return has worked. It's been much better than I think anybody probably could have expected. like overall, it's just she seemed to come in with a better attitude. She seemed to come in, worked hard to get better in the ring, worked hard to get better on the mic, and it's working. And they put her with the Queen of the Ring gimmick, and that's working. Tiffany's going to be around. We know that.
Yep.
I don't know if it'll be this soon, but I think there will be a couple of titles that are going to change hands on Saturday. This is not one of them. Give me Bayley.
Really? Okay. So for me, I'm gonna go with Nia Jax here. Again, for every reason that you stated, this has been night and day compared to her original run. And we watched, what was that, Crown Jewel last year together, and we saw that it just wasn't a great performance. Yeah, that pin breakup, that was what did it for you to just be like, no, I'm done. I'm washing my hands of this. But look at where we're at now. And as much as I love Bayley, she got the Royal Rumble moment, she got the WrestleMania moment, this title run hasn't been spectacular. So as nice as it is to have given her this run, and for everything that she did with Damage Control, and even before going down with the ACL, what she was doing with Sasha Banks, I mean, that's all kind of culminated in what we saw for her at WrestleMania 40 this year. But the follow-up just hasn't been great. And I think that if there was ever a time to cut bait, this is now. And especially because Nia Jax is the dominant force, and they've definitely presented her as much, over these last few months here, that I don't see that stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, there's a part of me deep down that thinks that the person that will dethrone Bayley is not on the SmackDown roster yet. So give it some time.
Okay. All right. If you don't mind me asking, who is that?
The Prodigy down in NXT. I think what a better way to come up and debut than to beat, one of the 4 horsewomen in Bayley. Okay. I don't think it would have the same effect with Nia Jax. And I think Roxanne will be up probably sooner rather than later with all these new names coming in NXT.
Okay. That's fair. So 1 for Bayley, 1 for Nia Jax. We keep up our usual trend here. Next up, Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen now, If it doesn't happen now,
it won't happen. So it's going to happen now. Give me Braun Breaker. Come on. And this should be, I have a feeling this might be the squash that we thought we were going to get.
Okay. So let's set the over-under at 5.5 minutes.
Man, you're as good as Vegas.
No, I'm not.
You got to remember this, and we will time it.
Fact checker.
Give me under.
Okay.
Give me
under 5.5 minutes. Got it. Okay.
From right. From Bell Start, not entrances, but yeah.
That's fine. No. Yeah, no. I get that. Okay. Yeah, no. Sammy's been great as Intercontinental Champion. I know what I want to see, and I mean, he won't win it anytime soon, but I need to see Sami Zayn in the world title picture.
And he could be going that way. He has the one thing that 3 people have, including the guy he's facing, is a win over Gunther. There's a story to tell there. So why not push him up to that main event scene? He'd be a great first challenger for him. I think spoiling a pick later on, but I think that would be something really fun. But yeah, this is Braun's time. He's pissed off. He's angry. I think we saw the, hey, I'm the wily vet and I can get it past you and all that good stuff. This one, I'm going to come in, I'm going to break you in half, and I'm going to win.
Fair. Yeah, I like that. So we're in a consensus. Braun Breaker for the wins the Intercontinental Championship. Next up, Logan Paul taking on LA Knight.
Yeah.
Are we going to do that again this year? Just yell at every 5 seconds and just hope for the best?
Yeah.
I like it. I can't wait. Yeah. It's going to be fun. United States Championship. This is basically the conclusion of what has been a year-long arc for LA Knight. Started last year winning that Slim Jim Battle Royal and had us wondering what the hell did they have in mind for LA Knight here. But he had 2 world title opportunities. He got a WrestleMania singles match against AJ Styles. And here we are.
WrestleMania singles win over AJ Styles.
Where are my manners?
Yeah. It's got to be LA Knight, right? I mean, I know we're in Cleveland. We're going to be in Cleveland, and Logan Paul's from Cleveland, but it's wrestling. Nobody wins in their hometown. Come on.
No, there is no reason to deny it to LA Knight now, because again, it's much like what we just said with Sammy and Braun. If it doesn't happen now, when the hell's it going to happen?
And another point is, I'm going to eat some crow here. I was wrong. Logan Paul has defended his title twice. Yeah.
And has not shown up on SmackDown as much as you thought that he would once he signed that new contract. So I'm just fleshing the rest of it out for our audience.
Yeah. And I mean, in the beginning, it looked like, oh, yeah, okay, he's showing up every week. He's doing stuff. And then it just kind of faded away. I think it's time to get your title back on a full-time performer, and let's do this. Like, it's time. Like, half the time I forget the U.S. title is a thing. So
exactly.
I need this title back. LA Knight's the right person to do it, because you're going to have Cody Rhodes, you're going to have LA Knight, you're going to have two big time baby faces running SmackDown, and that's fine. I think that's okay for now. He doesn't have to hold the title on super long. I think he can get over. He's obviously gotten over without a title. But yeah, I think it's time to bring the title back to a weekly television show. Bring it back where you can see it all the time. Give me LA Knight. There's no reason for Logan to keep it.
I like it. Well, we are off to a solid first half here as far as our SummerSlam predictions. That is going to do it for this part of the first part of the doubleheader here. We'll be back at 8. What?
Did you give a pick?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay. Give me LA Knight.
Okay. Why?
No brainer. Yeah. I mean, come on. Again, this is a year-to-year story, and I mean, there's not much more that you could do to put the title on somebody to establish him as, a mid-card player. And I don't even say that's a bad thing, because again, he went up against Roman twice and came that close to winning. So let him run this United States title division. That title will be on TV every week. He's gonna enjoy his moment in the sun. Rack him up, knock him down. He's gonna run it this back half of 2024.
All right. I just want to make sure we got yours.
Sure. No, I got you. Appreciate that. But that's going to do it for this first part of our doubleheader. We'll be back at 8:30 tonight with 3 belts, Chris and Dino, and we'll be giving the last half of our SummerSlam predictions. So we'll be back in a couple of hours for the podcast dad and Mr. Cincinnati. It's been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. We'll see you guys in a couple hours.